Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to look at standing forward fold. And rather than hinging from the waist, instead we're going to use the intelligence of the hips. So inside here we have this beautiful ball and socket joint. And balls are made to be able to roll. So rather than kind of doing a linear approach to the movement, we're going to look at some rotations that we can add to just use the kind of natural architecture of the body a little bit more. So join me if you're curious. I'm going to stand this way so you can see the position of my spine. Begin with the feet, not together, but kind of underneath the joints of the hip here. And start by resting the weight of the body forward. This brings our weight into the ball of the feet and the toes here. My heels become a little bit lighter. Want to ensure that we aren't compressing the lower spine, so take your hands and guide the lower belly right back. You can see on the video as I guide it back, I create some length through here. So because we're going to take our counterweight forward, we want to be able to ground ourselves back via our spine. In this way, we're teaching the spine how to redistribute our weight intelligently. That's going to be really important later when I teach poses like downward dog. So bring the weight forward. Your weight's in your toes and the ball of the foot. Widen the ball of the foot. Feel the weight as it drops. Gently soften the knee and lengthen the lower spine down into the ground. So you can see my torso weight's forward, but I'm consciously lengthening my spine back and down. Now we're going to find the internal rotation of the legs. So you've got these beautiful long thigh bones that are connected to these intelligent hips. See if you could internally rotate. So I'll face this way so you can see. I don't mean like this, because then I'm just jarring. The weight's kind of jarring into my knees. Instead, we're going to intelligently rotate, so the thigh bones rolling in. As I come forward, and it kind of tips you out of your waist. So what we're looking for, instead of just hinging like so, where my bum comes back and I'm just coming down, we're going to bring the weight forward, lengthen the spine back, widen the toes, bend the knees, and now this rotation. See if the rotation can bring you forward. As you rotate in, the back of the thigh where it meets the bum is going to begin to lift up. And the rotation tips you out. And again, I'm not coming back onto my heels. See if you can stay forward onto your toes. Have that rotation. And see if the rotation can tip you out of your hips. When you need to, bring the hands down onto the ground. Please don't come back like this. Again, don't come back towards the heels. Instead, stay forward on your hands and have your knees as bent as you need them to be able to rest comfortably into your hands. Again, take a moment, lift up the heels, see if you can widen the toes here. Widen the ball of the foot, where I'm pointing now, this area. And place the feet back down again. Just move the head from side to side as you drop the chin into the space in between the collarbones so the neck stays long. Bend in the arm, bend in the knees. Now follow that internal rotation again. How does that feel? For me, it actually drops me down to the ball of my big toe here, this big toe joint, as I internally rotate. And I stay forward in my hands. Play with that a little bit. How does that feel for you? As I stay with that internal rotation, the back of my thighs lengthen as I'm tipped forward. And this creates a bit more space for me to gently walk my hands back. But I'm not coming back onto my heels. I'm staying forward in my toes. Kind of resting down through the ankles here. And then when you're ready to come out, feed the arms back down the spine. If you need to come onto your fingertips, that's fine. Feed everything back into the spine. And now drop through the heels to lift yourself up and back. So there are actually many different ways to come into this asana, and each way allows you to explore a different relationship with gravity. It allows you to readjust different postural habits. So I'm going to be teaching those layers just slowly throughout the progression of this channel. But this was just a nice little introduction to begin to practice this pose in a different way.